Elaine.
And
Crystal.
Albert.
I'm Michael Stevens. This is Speech 100, the persuasive speech. It's Friday evening, approximately 11:30 p.m., and you get a call from the Maryland State Police informing you that your teenage son or daughter was informed in a traffic accident and that you're to go down to the hospital immediately to attend to them. Teenage crashes are the leading cause of death among teenagers across the United States. As a parent of a teenage daughter, I can tell you from personal experience just how important it is that our kids get more driving supervision, that they experience more driving scenarios before being allowed full driver privileges. Now, though there may be arguments for allowing 16 and 17-year-olds to have full driver privileges, it is essential that we petition our state representatives to promote graduated driver's licensing programs as a means to decrease teen driver fatalities. Now, according to the CDC, in 2008, 3,500 teenagers across the United States were killed, and over 350,000 were treated in emergency rooms for traffic-related vehicle crashes. Now, let's look at some of the possible causes of teenage driver fatalities. Immaturity, tailgating, and not using seatbelts are misjudgments that teenagers commonly make more so than older drivers. According to the National Institute of Health, there's a study that suggests that the area of the brain the area of the brain that inhibits risky behavior is not fully developed until the age of 25. So therefore, fatality rates are going to be higher because of the combination of the immaturity combined with driver inexperience. Alcohol is another leading cause of why teenagers crash. According to the First Eagle Insurance Company, teenage boys with an alcohol level of 0.05 and 0.1 are 18 times more likely to have a vehicle crash than their non-drinking counterparts. Teenage girls at the same blood alcohol level are incredibly 54 times more likely to crash. Now, according to the National Transportation Safety Board, graduated licensing has been successful ever since states have implemented and adopted these programs more than 10 years ago. They emphasize that utilizing the graduated driver's licensing as a means to improve traffic safety for those under 21 years of age. The purpose of the graduated driver's licensing is to ease young drivers into different driving scenarios, giving them more controlled exposure progressively to more difficult driving experiences, such as driving in the rain, driving in the snow, driving over bridges and through tunnels. We can affect positive change in these current statistics. If we snap back to our original scenario, when the police call, and you finally get to the hospital, and there you see your son or daughter laying in a hospital bed with tubes and wires connected to monitors. It's a parent's worst nightmare. Graduated driver's licenses reduce crashes. According to the highly regarded Bloomberg study, states that have implemented graduated driver's licensing programs have reduced fatal crashes involving 16-year-olds by 18%. The more comprehensive the program, the greater the effect it has. Now, there are always those that are going to be for and against these types of restrictions. Parents even may be against these types of restrictions because they may feel that their son or daughter has developed to the point that they can drive, or they also may feel that they don't want to play taxi anymore, taking their child to work or anything like that. Teens may be against it because they may feel it impedes against their full independence. Well, I urge each of you to protect your children and your neighbor by contacting your state representative and ask them to promote and to support graduated licensing programs. Now, in recapping, according to CBS News, vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for kids aged 15 to 20. 15 kids die every day due to inexperience behind the wheel because of excessive speeding, because of too many passengers in the car, or because of alcohol. A teenager's first 500 miles are the most dangerous. Immaturity is a contributing factor to the high rate of auto crashes and deaths among teenagers. Graduated driving licensing program is the answer. Now, is your son or daughter just learning how to drive? Well, my 17-year-old daughter is. And I can tell you that I cringe at the thought of having her drive behind the wheel of a car, not having driven in different driving scenarios, not having driven for very long. A year of just driving does not comfort me. New drivers need more time to familiarize themselves with dozens of driving scenarios. For example, rural driving, freeways, highways, driving at dusk, driving in rain, driving in the snow. The graduated licensing program affords that. I'm urging each of you to support the graduated driver's licensing program so that you or I don't get that dreadful call one night. Thank you. Are there any questions? Okay.
So,
That was 6:14.
6 minutes, 14 seconds? Good. It's over 6 minutes.